Well, I'll grab a time for any time you gotta do it. It's coffee time. It's supper time. And we're in a quick little stitch here tonight. So, I'm going to show you what we're going to have. We're having spaghetti with some cheatin' chicken on it. And I've got the spaghetti in the microwave, and it is in there for 9 minutes. And it should be just about right. Time it cooks another second or two while I'm finishing up. It will be just right. So I'm going to start out with a can of whole tomatoes. This is just 15 ounce can of whole tomato. I like the good chunky tomatoes in my spaghetti sauce. Not doing homemade spaghetti sauce tonight, doing semi-homemade. Y'all ever do semi-homemade? I recommend it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my burner hot. And I'm opening up this whole tomatoes. Mama and I both like whole tomatoes. And into the pot they go. This gives you some flavor, but it also just gives you a little bit of a homemade touch to it because you've got those chunkier tomatoes. You remember the night when that one splashed me? So I'm going to go ahead and pop all these. Just so one of them don't build up pressure or something. And get it on. I'm just doing these with a wooden spoon here with a silicone end on it. So they're not hard. I mean, you can mash them up easy. You can do them with your hands or you can do them with just a spoon. But they're just good and chunky tomatoes. And that's what you want when you're doing, homemade stuff is good. Usually got good quality chunks in it. Now, I've about got that done. It's good and juicy. Look, that made a whole pot of juice. We use whole tomatoes a lot. You can't hardly beat the whole tomatoes. I've told y'all this before, but in the whole tomato family, if you're using tomatoes, the whole ones are usually the best quality. The bigger their tomato that's in the can, the better the quality of the tomato. So if you like whole tomatoes, then chunks, then petite diced, then the juice comes last. And that makes sense if you're trying to get all you can out of your harvest. And the whole ones, they have to be pretty spot free and look pretty good to put them in a can. So let's see if I'm hot. Let's let them. Did you hear that sizzle since I put it on there? Now, Mama made hamburger meat and onions the other day for something else we had, and she had a little left, and she said we'll make some spaghetti out of that tonight. We like spaghetti. We used to eat a lot more, and then when Mama started having trouble with her diabetes, we quit the pasta as much. But used to, spaghetti was every few days, every 4 or 5 days. I made a mess. Now into our tomatoes, I'm going to put a little bit of Italian seasoning. Now I'm using cheatin' sauce tonight too. Oh, these noodles are done. I'm using cheatin' sauce too. Just come right over here. So this is just Italian seasoning. And I'm putting probably a good teaspoon in there. Because I'm going to use a jar of traditional Prego too. And it's got all this stuff in it as well. But I just like the texture of those tomatoes. And those now have just become Italian tomatoes. You can buy Italian tomatoes in the store, but you don't have to. You can make your own Italian tomatoes. And they're delicious, delicious. Hello from North Carolina. How much is stars? I'm not sure. You can buy stars and then I think we get a penny a star or something like that. I'm not sure how much they are. 80 degrees in Ohio. It's 79 right now. It has been 80 something here. How hot did it get today, Mama?
I don't know. Pretty warm out there.
You was out there in it.
Well, it was pretty warm out there.
Fix your shirt right there.
Oh, goodness.
She had her shirt flipped up. Mama, what have you done today?
Nothing much.
I thought you'd been out working today.
Well, I've been outside.
And?
I work too much.
Should I use that much paste or just use a squirt of it tube?
I believe I just use the squirt.
Just a squirt. Well, if you'll hand me the tube, we'll do that. And I'm going to open this traditional prego. Mama, are you going to put the tube in? I was going to let it get hot before I put the meat. I've got parsley flakes out just in case we need to parsley it up a little bit. This is one of our favorite go-tos. We love spaghetti with chicken. Snowing here in Fairbanks. Icky. I guess it is cold in Fairbanks. Watching from Ukraine.
Ooh.
Well, hello there, Olega. How are you?
Is it cold there? Or
I don't know. Hi, John and Mom. Hey, Wanda, how are you? Hi from Alaska. Vicki, what's your weather like? Is it spring there, summer there, winter there? What are y'all doing? Mama looks pretty today. Mama, she just got out of the shower. She has been working today. She says she ain't done much, but she's having all that porch furniture repainted. And I'm sure she's been out there dabbling it. Let me see your hands, Mom. You got
no,
black
I
hands.
ain't painted none.
You just been pointing.
Yeah, pointing and go.
We have some white wood furniture. Y'all seen our front porch, our patio.
All this spaghetti, you done runned it up here?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh,
Yeah, 9
you
minutes.
wash this?
I'm not gonna open it.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna open it, man, because you said not to.
Well, I'm glad you're
You don't have your lipstick on, Mama.
Well, I just got out of the shower.
Well, tonight's that night we gotta hurry.
I know it.
So I thought I'd go ahead and get started.
You need another tube of that.
I'm gonna try to make this one work. I'm gonna try to squeeze it up here. Is there a secret to this? I know you can roll it and all that.
Pretend it's a tube of toothpaste.
Is there a secret to a tube of toothpaste? Lord.
Roll it up.
I'm going to use the handle of this is what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
Better than your fingertips.
Well, I was using that knife cover, and that wasn't working. I like to not waste. So I'm going to push all this up here. Ooh, that's thin.
You pushed it up. All right.
We might have to go to the big stove. And I'm going to put a good, well, whatever. A good whatever. I'm not going to fill this spoon up. Don't have enough. That is, let's see how much this tube has in it. Come on now. Don't be stingy, tube. I like the tube, but it's harder to clean out. I'm putting a good, healthy teaspoon, because that's what I had left in there. All that really will do is just give it a good, rich flavor. It could thicken it a little bit. These tomatoes are getting good and hot now. Getting really good and hot. I think it's time to add our little bit of meat that Mama pre-cooked. Now, if we were starting from scratch, it would take a lot longer because you'd have to cook your hamburger. Well, thank you, Mama. You'd have to cook your hamburger, or you'd have to cook your chuck, whatever you use, and your onions. So, Mama got us ahead of the game on that. It probably could use a little bit more. One of them self-opener things. So let's put another teaspoon. Well, that's a lot easier coming out. That's the reason I always use new products on videos, so you don't have to fight with the squished up tube like I did. Embarrassed the whole family, Karen. Oh my God.
Oh, goodness. Did you get embarrassed?
Well, there are probably people saying, he's so tight. I mean, I know it's the truth, I just don't want to talk about it.
You take that after me, so I ain't going to talk about it either.
We're tight.
Well,
We're saving.
Savings is a better word I like to use.
But now, you've got to be saving. times is hard. And if you go to that grocery store, you always come in there depressed. They ought to have a counselor at the door. I mean, there ought to be a little room at the grocery store where you could go in there and take your receipt and have just a moment with a counselor.
And cry a few minutes.
Because when you come out and you've got $100 and you've got all the bags in your hand, you need to talk to somebody about it. Or at least they should offer that option. But then if they did that, they'd probably raise grocery prices, so it wouldn't even work. I'm just glad they're no higher than they are. Glad we have a grocery store.
Yes, I'm thankful for our grocery store.
They changed our cable around, people. I've been 2 days trying to get cable. I was at 4:30 this morning. I was in there trying to get the new cable box, and they gave us a box. We used to have a box in the 80s. You know that crazy box that sat on top of your TV and you had up and down there. And then we went without it, and it just came in the house and went to every TV, and it was a wonderful experience. And we loved it. And then we have a new company comes to town, and they said, we're mailing you your box. Another box. And then if you want another box for another TV, you have to pay an extra box price. I remember a time when we got cable here, and you could take an old antenna wire and lay it on top of each other and run it through any cable you want to in your house, put a little thing on it and turn it on. I'm that old. But now, no, you gotta have a box, and you gotta do a wire, you gotta do a setup. You got.
It's gone back in time.
And it's not good. And it's gonna be one TV, or all the TVs have to watch the same thing.
And we don't do that.
And I don't watch murder and mayhem. Mama does. And I don't know. I found another thing. Something called, starts with a P, something on your phone. It's an app. Somebody told me about it today. So I guess that's what I'm going to try to look into. But I'll probably have to keep this too, at least at one TV. I don't know. But maybe for the other TV I can do that. Do you want to put a little water in this and slush it around?
Yes, sir.
Like I was saying, we don't waste nothing. Do y'all, who all slushes their glassware?
It's rinsing the jar out.
Yes, ma'am. Who rinses their jars out? My mom's taught me to do that. I used to make fun of her for doing that. Mom, what do you get? And another ½ ounce of stuff and 4 ounces of water. And she said, it mounts up and it's good. Now, when I make it, that's what I do too. Watch this. Here, Mommy, I can't see you.
Well.
Here you go. Watch it. Go ahead. So that's pretty good stuff right there.
Yes, it's rich.
And your mixture here needs a little extra. So that's going to heat up real nice like. Now I'm just going to dump these in there for fooling. Just to fool people into thinking, boy, that's rich with some seasonings. Look at that. Look at all that green stuff in there. It has to be good spaghetti sauce with that much green flakes floating in it.
Parsley flakes.
Yes, ma'am. And then when somebody put that on their plate, they go, look at all that green flake stuff in there.
That's Italian seasons, I bet.
No.
I bet they would say.
Oh, yeah, they would. I did put some Italian seasoning in my whole tomatoes. This is semi-homemade, folks. This is a jar of Prego with a can of whole tomatoes, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and a little bit of parsley flakes to fool somebody. And it's just me and Mama, and I've done told her, so I guess
You ain't gonna fool
I ain't gonna fool nobody.
That's right.
Tell them about it, Mama.
No, you ain't gonna fool nobody because you done told
Always rinse the jar.
That's right.
Charlotte. I know I do too. I didn't used to. I used to think, well, Mama, that's just silly. But then I got older, and I started going to the grocery store.
That will open your eyes up to a lot.
If you want to get your kids to watch how much they're wasting, send them to that grocery store and say, you go through and you pay for it.
Ooh.
You can't make them pay for it unless they're like lawyers on the side or something. But you can at least expose them to the process and the payment.
It's rough on people, isn't it?
That's right. Mama used to make me pay for stuff if I was, you know, like I'd say, I want that, and she'd say no. And I'd say, Mama, can I have that? And she'd say, you can pay for it. You can get it.
You can pay for it with your own money.
You pay for it with your own money.
And what did you do most of the time?
Put it back because I wasn't paying for it.
You'd say, when you was real little, you'd say, just forget it.
Just forget it.
Just forget it. I don't want it.
But now she bought me plenty, but I was always wanting a little extra.
But he was tight with his money.
Now see, folks, you've got to admit, I put a little bit of hamburger meat or ground chuck, and a little bit of onion, a whole tomato, a can of whole tomatoes, and I put, and crush your cans like this, folks. See this right here? I want to encourage y'all to do this because little animals put their little heads in there, and in the whole can, and then they run around with like a raccoon with a can on its head. Now, if it was, you know, going in some kind of walnut war or something, that may be handy. But if it's not, Mama, you better step back. This is like Disney or a splash zone.
SeaWorld with the splash.
I'm going to turn it down a notch. You don't want your raccoons and your squirrels running around with cans on their head unless they're having a hickory nut war or
our dumpsters now, when I take it up there, they crush it.
Yeah, I know, but that goes somewhere else, see.
Yeah.
And then it goes into another landfill. And then it, you know, a squirrel's just happening by, checking out the buffet. He sees a can, he sticks his head in there and he can't get it out. Or a raccoon at night. And you just let this simmer. I didn't put any salt or anything in it. It usually always has plenty in there. There's plenty of sodium in this can, I'm sure. If you can't crush your own cans, well, I don't know. Fill it full of paper or something. I don't see the sodium content. I'm sure it's on here. 180 milligrams per serving, or half a cup. So that's plenty. But it's not too bad. Now this is getting good and hot, and that's what you want. Just slowly bring it up to heat. And there it is. The noodles are done. And y'all are waiting on some cheating chicken. Well, John, why do you call that cheating chicken? Well, because it's Tyson Chicken Tenderloin. And we're not sponsored by Tyson. Tyson, if you're out there, give us a holler. We love Tyson Chicken Tenderloin. Southern Chicken Tenderloin. And it really does remind me of my own mama's chicken. And she made it here one night. And she didn't say, this is Tyson. And I said, Mama, this chicken is good. She says, Tyson. I said, no, it's not. This is yours. She said, no, it's not. So it was very convincing to me that it was good chicken. Don't you slice over there. And we liked chicken on our spaghetti. Where we got the idea from was Shoney's. Shoney's had something called an Italian feast, and they had a big old chicken fillet on top of it, and they put the sauce, and it was so good, with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and we got some mozzarella cheese in there. And this is our go-to for good comfort food.
It's gonna come out on me.
I'm gonna turn it way on down. Let it put that snap it and holler. Anyway,
I'm cleaning.
what's in that tube? Oh, Mama, show me. I've overcooked. It's just a jumping. This is just tomato paste like you buy in this can right here. It's the same as this, except I don't need that much. And if you need quite a bit, it's better just to use this can. But I get this off Amazon, or you can get it at the grocery store, wherever. It's just tomato paste, just like you get there. It's just, you can use a spoonful. You can add it to any little thing, and I just like the convenience of it because, you know, once you open that can, you're committed. And what's the chances? Some people eat a lot of Italian or a lot of spaghetti or tomato base, But what's the chances you're going to use that rest of that can in the next 4 days? Maybe not. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But this, you just use what you want, and then you put it in the refrigerator. And we've been using that for what, a year now or so?
Yeah, I think so.
And even Mama likes it. She don't usually like anything else. And I tell you what, something else Mama likes. Hand it that garlic. I may put a drop of it in here, in fact. Garlic paste is another thing just like that. Now, we use minced garlic. We don't use a lot of garlic powder. In fact, I need to put a little bit of Southern Secret in here. I'm glad y'all reminded me. We don't use a lot of garlic powder. We mostly use, y'all, Southern Secret. Yeah.
You don't want this pasta, a basil
No.
pasta.
This right here is what we use for our garlic powder because it has garlic and onion in it, and it tastes great. So I'm just going to put a little.
I had onion in the.
Yeah. I'm just going to put about a shake of this in there. But this is, right here, is something I really love. Mama likes this too. When I first brought it in, she said, "What in the world?" And I said, "Mama, this is going to be life-changing." She said, "I doubt it." And I said, "Okay, not life-changing, but it's going to be a little easier." So this is garlic paste, and you can buy it. This is the way it comes. And I'm just going to put just a tinge.
It's real garlic.
Because it's real garlic, but it's already paste. You don't have to do nothing to it. It's finer than minced garlic, and it flavors so well. So I'm just going to put that much right there. Just for a little bit more semi-homemade flavor. Stir all that in. It's hot enough to accept it, too. It'll flavor it. Noodles are done. Chicken will be done. Hello, Mama.
That looks like about 10 minutes.
10 more minutes on the chicken?
It was 20.
Okay. We got 10
And
minutes.
those big pieces. So
We've got
big
10
pieces.
minutes.
You can talk for 10 minutes.
Mama says I can talk forever. Hi, Linda from Texas.
And then some.
Mama, you said enough. I like the paste in the tubes also. Suzette, it just makes it more manageable and you don't waste as much. Minced garlic works fine, but the minced, you need to boil it in your stuff a little bit longer. And it don't go all the way through it. That paste is just liquefies. And you can use the paste on toast. See, since I can't use garlic powder, I do use Southern Secret on toast, but when I couldn't, I could take a little bit of that paste and spread it on bread or make a butter compound with a little bit of this paste and a little bit of butter and a little bit of parsley, brush it on some bread, and I would have garlic bread, and I wouldn't have to worry about the garlic powder. Tomato paste freezes well. Does it, Larry? That's good to know because when the next time I catch it on sale, I'll buy me extra tube or two, just throw it in the freezer. Hello, John and Momma from Waycross, Georgia. Well, hi, Sherry from Georgia. Hello from Nova Scotia, Canada. Bonnie?
This is
Oh, they're just going to do some stuff here.
salad dressing.
Mama's going to show y'all some stuff that we got in the mail. Somebody sent us some more salad dressing.
And I
Y'all are so good. Y'all are so
if that's
good.
the right name with that. I'm sorry.
Pam Lewis from Georgia. Pam Lewis, thank you.
If that's the right
thank you.
name.
This is like getting, I don't know what it'd be the equivalent. Get one of you ladies getting a bouquet of flowers. It really is. I mean, I would almost decorate with it. I love it. It's good. I would set it here on the counter, and I would think that would. I love salad dressing. I mean, mayonnaise, I like Dukes, and I like Kraft, but I love that salad dressing.
And that's
Now, somebody sent us these vintage cups. This is Cherokee, North Carolina. Look what a beautiful cup. And then this one says, "Today is the day." And it's got a blue truck full of flowers. Isn't that neat? Love it.
I think I might have it at the wrong thing if I am.
Who sent this? Pam Lewis sent the JFG.
I think that's right.
And who sent the cups?
This one right here. If I ain't got it all messed up, that fan blew my papers around.
1 minute on the fan.
Well, I don't want to take credit for it.
Look at the seriousness on it.
I think this is all from Grace.
This is from Miss Grace, and it says, "You guys, it made me think of my sons." And let's see here. It says, "Dear John and Mama, hope this package finds you before Easter. Enclosed," it didn't quite, Miss Grace, but we got it this week.
It's beautiful.
Enclosed is just a couple of happies, and I received a package from Israel. The coffee is not ground in Israel, but it is prepared there. All the other products they sell are grown and prepared there. So she sent me this coffee from Israel. Can't wait to try that. And she sent these bunnies. Mama says, because she knows everything, that this is mine,
The blue one.
and this is Maggie's, and this will be hers.
That's right.
That's what Mama said.
Don't that look like a woman, a man, and a baby?
Okay, we'll go with that, Mama.
Yeah, they're so cute. They're lovable.
And these is a pack of impatiens, and we'll be planting those right around May the 10th. We could plant them before then, though.
We might put some up there.
Might plant them inside and then see what we get. And then she sent us the, I can't read. It's illustrated by, it's the Korean,
It's just of the songs.
the Korean Tillium. It's the Psalms. The Korean Tillium. I may have to smarter that, but it's a beautiful book, and it's a heavy book, and I'm going to read through it, and I'd say it came from Israel. That's what she said, right?
I don't know if it or if it's just that.
Anyway, thank you, Miss Grace. We appreciate it so much. Got anything else, Mama?
This beautiful card.
Come over here, Mama.
Let them see it. I've never got one.
Oh, this is a personalized card. Look at that. What's it say? It's coffee time with John and Mama, and it's an Easter card with a beautiful
I'm
cross
going to
on it.
put that in.
Made especially for you by Patty, Craigo. Craigo. Patty, thank you, thank you, thank
Look
you.
inside.
Inside, we know who's who in this because it says right here. And it says, Happy Easter, He is risen. And look, there's John and Mama dancing and singing. Little chicks. See them? Mama and John. Beautiful, beautiful, talented.
That in my notebook of my.
And she included a cash gift here. Says split this gift to buy some coffee and Mama some flowers to plant. I love watching y'all, Patty. Patty, you didn't have to send any money. This beautiful card was priceless, but we'll do exactly what you said, except I didn't tell Mama you can have the whole thing for flowers because I enjoy them too. And since she don't drink coffee, so Patty, I have donated my coffee money.
We have to have dirt and flowers when it
Mama's
gets
been
in
wanting all this dirt.
So,
And I think I've got her 2 more raised beds on the way. And what we're doing is buying those feed troughs for cows. They make wonderful raised beds in case you're looking. Tractor Supply has them. So I'm going to get a couple more of those and have them for her to do her raised beds with. And put this back on and keep it warm. We've got 3 more minutes and we're on countdown, folks. Listen, we appreciate every gift. We really do from the bottom of our hearts. Y'all are so kind. And I know what, an inconvenience it can be even to go out and get a card. Nevertheless, a gift and to mail it. You all are so sweet and so kind. And we appreciate every one of them. We don't ask for anything. We don't expect anything. A gift for us from you all is just hearts and thumbs up and nothing that costs anything. And just to come on and say hi. That's a gift. And these other things are just above and beyond the call of kindness. And you all are the sweetest, and you all send the most wonderful, wonderful things. And some of the things y'all have sent, I treasure more than you know. Y'all have sent books, you've sent wonderful stuff. There's a book right here. I refer to it often. For things. We had company the other night. We were sitting around looking at this book. It's right here handy. I didn't do anything with it. It's right here where I can get to it. And it's Southern Treasures. I need to read y'all some of them occasionally. So all this stuff we love are always on their phones. Youngins today. Well, youngins is a Southern term that's been used my whole life. Look here. Oh, you talk about. He came home from the bar drunk as a skunk. And look here, this is what I was just talking about. Look at that poor little, with a beer can on his head. And that's a poor little skunk. But that's illustrating drunk as a skunk. We say that here. I don't know if the skunks are ever drunk. They smell and they'll make you feel lightheaded. But that's what you see. That's pitiful. Poor little thing. It's the reason we crush the tops of those cans. But anyway, we appreciate. We never want y'all to spend on us, but we appreciate the wonderful gifts and the thoughts. What a privilege to have such good friends. Mama, how's that chicken? It's got 36, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. 30 seconds away from some cheating chicken.
They was thick, so
You want to get that pasta out of there?
I can get it out, but I'm going to check the temperature of that chicken because one of those pieces was awful thick. Awful thick.
Awful thick.
Very thick, I should say.
We say awful. We even use the word awful when we're talking about purdy.
It's awful pretty.
It's awful purdy. I went to chicken. That's the easy bake. It's a KitchenAid oven. Mama's gonna check it, temp it. What's the results, Mama?
Well, it's a fine. This is 178 keeps going.
Well, that's good. That the big thick piece?
Well, they're both thick in the middle.
Is it?
This one's 171 and flying 172.
Well, that's good, Mama. That's good. Good temp on chicken. Good temperature on some good chickens. Alrighty then. Mama, if you want me to cut that chicken up?
If you want to. I got us a plate that night.
You did. I'll cut it up for us, because I know you'll want it cut up.
Oh, I have to.
Mama don't. That was hot.
Did it take you long to look at it?
No. And you don't use a wet microfiber dishcloth to move hot stuff. Just in case you're wondering. Oh, the things he won't do. It didn't hurt me, but it could have. We couldn't linger around and talk about that a while. Well, I'll start doing it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, pot holder.
Oh, pot holder. Now there's an invention we needed 5 minutes ago. There's something we could have used earlier. Spaghetti is served. Now look at this cheating chicken. Come down here to this plate. Check it out. Now this is the cheating chicken. You see how good that looks? It looks just like homemade. Now that would be beautiful on top of a salad or on top of spaghetti. So that's the reason we call it cheating chicken. Because look at this piece. Look at that. Tyson, y'all did good on this. That looks like homemade. And it tastes wonderful. It really does. Now, Tyson, close your ears. I don't care for all the chicken they have. But I do like this particular, the Southern. It's all good. Don't get me wrong. I ain't never had no bad. But some of it, you can tell, well, that's probably not homemade. This particular chicken tenderloin is definitely, you want to get another plate? We'll just use this one for chicken.
It's spicy, is what you like about it.
It's not hot spicy. Now, don't scare them off, Mama. Do you think?
No,
You think it's spicy?
it's a little spicy.
It's got some spices in it besides salt and pepper. It does have a little something, something. You know. They've done good. They've done real good. Once again, we're not sponsored. They don't even know us. They've never even seen us. But look at that. 2 chicken tenders made a plate full of chicken. Now that's good times right there.
What do you
Mama,
want?
we better get to eat.
What do you want to drink?
I'm gonna drink coffee, Mama.
Well,
I want to be drink. You want? What are you going to eat? Drink.
drink. Well, I don't know.
I'll be drinking some spaghetti. Will you decide?
Just a little spaghetti, because I ate late. Let's see.
What time did you eat?
I guess I'll get me a Sprite, because it's getting kind of late. Sweet George, I want tea, but it's...
Yeah, George sweet tea be good. It is caffeinated, but like you said, you can sleep all day tomorrow if you want to.
I might just get it anyway. I believe I will.
You can bring it in here, and I'll have a little sip of it too. So when you're making this, all you do is just put your spaghetti down like this. Y'all have seen this, and then you get you some of this cheating chicken, whatever kind of chicken you want. You could use. You could use thighs or anything. Turn this back off because it's good and hot now. Now, Mama usually puts hers on the side. I put mine like that right there, and then I put my sauce right on top of all of it. And I like it. I think it's absolutely delicious. You want to get the Parmesan out, Mama?
Mm-hmm. As soon as I get used to mine.
You don't have to get me. I gotta clean this plate up. If I take that plate and show it to y'all and it makes it, Mom say, you didn't clean that plate. So now if you're picky like Mama, you don't put your chicken on there. You put your chicken to the side. And you dip it in this wonderful sauce. And that's what I'm fixing for her. You people out there know, you kids, that's like me. I know my kid. I know how she eats. And I know she'll holler, that's too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah,
want her,
that is too much chicken.
I want her to have plenty of proteins to offset these carbohydrates. Thank you for the tea, Mama. And a little bit of napkins. Like that right there.
I can finish it off.
We'll have to make some more.
I reckon so.
A house without some sweet tea probably might lose their southern qualities unless they're allergic to it.
What do you have for?
That cheese.
Right here on this side?
I don't know. That's. I was looking for the mozzarella.
No, we have.
I think we might be. No, there it is. Mama had to find it. This is fresh straight right out of this bag. Don't judge. It's semi-homemade, folks.
Not your food, did I hear?
Why no, Mama? I didn't yelp. Did you hear me yelp?
No, just concentrating on cheese.
I wouldn't go straight that much. I wouldn't know if you run over me. Now, for mine, you'll just have to take my word for it. There's chicken underneath there. You see that chicken? Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
That's just like downtown, folks.
This
Mama's
tea
is on the side, huh?
This tea is wonderful. I took a sip.
Mama's on the side. So that's what's for supper tonight. Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the privilege of taking it for our nourishment, dear Lord. We just pray that you'll be with us in every way possible, dear Lord. Watch over us, lead and guide and direct us. And Lord, be with all the prayer requests out there, with all of us that are here tonight. And dear Lord, just be with the unspoken and the spoken alike. Put a hedge of protection around us and all the children in schools, dear Lord. Be with this whole nation and be with this whole world. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, folks, that's all we got tonight. And we're just going to eat. And, Mom, you got anything you want to add tonight?
No.
We'll give it a taste.
Had a beautiful day.
We've had several in a row. Ever since Easter, it's been absolutely beautiful. I'm going to give you a taste test. And then we're going to go and eat. And we have a prayer meeting tonight. And Mike is excited. I think she knows one of her favorite people's coming over to sit with her. I think she likes some of our people's, our friends and family better than she does us. Well, I can't taste this. Spaghetti's hard to eat, folks. If you think spaghetti's hard to eat, try to eat it when you're filming. Let's try that. This is my first bite. It'll be cold
I
before I get
can't
this.
wrap mine and do it. I have to cut it like a little kid.
It's delicious.
You just got the spices just right.
Mm-hmm. That semi-homemade is 100% delicious. Give it a try, folks. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed eating and do something. Find you something good to eat. Make you some memories. Enjoy your eating. And it's a beautiful evening. It's going to be daylight for another several hours. You got lots of time. Lots of time. If nothing else, make you some sweet tea. Peach flavor.
It's great.
I hope they have that all summer. Now they've got me addicted to it and I gotta have it.
You better put in an order for several bags.
I think they're selling out. I think they were selling out, but they'll order more, I'm sure. Mama, say goodbye to everybody. I always catch you with a mouthful because it is.
That usually is full.
Say goodbye, Mama.
Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night and day tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.